Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Matt Tebow with Stacked, and today I am joined by Golden Guardians jungler Iconic for the second time. How are you doing, man?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. So that's a real heartbreaker to lose, man. I just want you to go ahead and walk me through the game and how you felt about it.
So things were going pretty smooth early on, and we had some fights with the dragons, and we ended up winning them up until the third one, and we won the third one. And then after that, the fourth dragon came, and uh, they stole it, so we didn't get soul. And then, oh wait, no, they actually snuck Baron before the fourth dragon. Now that I remember. So yeah, we like didn't weren't able to get vision on Baron. They got it, and then flipped the fourth dragon. They got it too. Something like that. I don't remember exactly how it happened, but yeah,
hmm
sad.
Yeah, and of course, no flame. I'm not flaming here, but what are the circumstances in which a team is able to sneak Baron like that when everybody's just kind of milling around? Is it primarily a lack of vision thing, or is it just like we have an Olaf and we have a Syndra, we got to go on this thing like right now?
Yeah, I mean, looking at their team, like you don't really expect like an Olaf and Cinder just like two-man Baron, I guess. I don't know. Like I wasn't thinking about that. I saw Ezreal in midwave, and then like the second Ezreal left midwave, we like blue trinketed the Baron, and it was like 4K already, and we're like, oh, like that's kind of messed up. It's already dead and gone. So yeah, like we were aware it was happening, but slightly too late. So we should also have like control vision on that side probably,
hmm
like at some point. But yeah, it is what it
Yeah. And backing up a little bit, I also want to talk about your strategy. You guys stacked dragons really early. Was that part of your game plan against TSM? Was that one of the specific things you were thinking about going into the match today?
is. I'd say it's not team specific, more just champion specific, where we have bot lane Prio against Ezreal, and Ezreal's like kind of weaker early game, and Graves is like can like solo dragons, just started it. So I just got the first dragon because we had bot Prio and we're like winning trades on bot, and yeah, it's like really good to be able to do that because that's like what Olaf wants to do too, is just like get dragons, but he wasn't able to do that, which is really good. But yeah, it was like just it's a strategy used against just champions, I guess.
Fair enough. That's really interesting to think about. Um, and like I said, this is the second time earlier in the interview. We talked a little bit during, I believe it was the second week of lock-in, and here we are now, second week of LCS. What's the growth process been like for you, and how has it felt to transition into the regular season?
Um, I'd say just like as a team, we're just trying to be more standard in the early game and like not have anything too volatile or crazy. So like our practice has been a lot better because like in most games, like we just keep it pretty standard early on. So it's like we're able to practice situations like repeatedly. They're like pretty consistent. So yeah, I'd say like practice is good. So we're like moving in the right direction.
Yeah. The phrase standard is really interesting as opposed to I think you said volatile. Can you elaborate on what you mean by that? Like not like do you mean like not going for such early fights or maybe just not trying jank stuff? Like what do you mean by that?
Yeah, it's just like kind of like avoiding cheese, like just cheese plays, I guess, and like plays just like trying to get a kill, not guaranteed.
Okay,
Like
so
you
like
can win the map, you can like win the game without doing that, I guess.
don't stack five people and try bush on top or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
fair enough. And also, like I said, what's the growth process like been like for you getting into the LCS? Do these matches feel any different from any that were in the lock-in?
Um, Not really. I'd say like we played. I don't know. I think all the matches kind of have felt similar for the most part. Um, just like seems like we have like a better plan of what to do early on, which is good.
hmm Um, and talking about just like your practices and moving into the LCS, how do you feel about your regular season performance? I know there have been some really tough losses in there and a pretty good win coming in as well. But how do you, aside from that, take out the wins and losses and just looking at your gameplay, How do you feel like you've been adapting to the LCS?
I'd say last weekend's games were like pretty tough and like kind of a poor performance. But I mean, it's only the first game of this week, and felt like we did a lot of things right, which was good. We ended up losing, but um, I put up good performances for the rest of the weekend, and that'd be nice.
Mhm. And one last question. This is a pretty I'd call it predictable jungle meta. You're gonna see Udyr, you're gonna see Olaf, you're gonna see Lilia, you're gonna see Talia, and you're gonna maybe a couple more like Graves kind of sneaking
Hmm.
in there. How do you feel in this jungle meta? Do you enjoy this jungle meta? And also, do you feel comfortable in it?
Yeah, I'd say like all the map champs are like my favorite champs to play, so I'm like pretty practiced on like last season and this season's jungle is like basically identical. So yeah, I've been practicing these champs for like past couple seasons, so I'm pretty comfortable on them. I like it, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And one last thing. What should fans take away from your performance today?
Um, I guess they should think that we did a good job early on, and we did a pretty bad job later, and we can try to do a better job later tomorrow. So yeah, they should look forward to that.
Thanks for your candor and your honesty, man. Once again, this is
Hmm.
Golden Guardians Jungler Iconic. I'm Matt Tebow with Stacked. You can find us online at stacked.gg, and you can follow us on all of our socials at StackedLOL. Iconic, thanks for taking the time, man, and good luck the rest of the weekend.
Awesome, thank you.